Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw-to-jaw. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Russell. Fires downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Keelan Russell. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
Just got to finish the play if you're the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Reed. Snagged out of the air. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Off the RPO, complete. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
and he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Throwing Russell. Flips it out to the back. And he'll be brought down.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Now here's Russell, looking to the big tight end. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Now on the option. The keeper on the option. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll go to the counter. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the linebacker right there? They make calls and they play in coverage, but if you're a linebacker, you better be physical, and that dude came downhill. Somebody might want to block him up front, Palmer. Downhill and laid the lumber.
Yeah, they definitely weren't able to chip up and get him on that one. But I'll tell you, a hit like that, that makes you think twice about wanting to run the football between the tackles for the rest of this game, because that dude has got some bad intentions.
Finds a man on the left. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morrow. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Going with the counter play here. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Running inside. It's Edwards. Makes it past the marker. Maybe some room here. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
Tide ready to roll on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. On the run, it's Hill. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Russell. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. It's complete on the right side. Turning it on. big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Motion from the wide receiver. From the red zone, it's Edwards. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Maybe got enough space. Touchdown, Aggies! Gets it into the end zone.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Run inside. It's Hill. There he goes. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Might as well give it to him again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Keelan Russell. Oh, they're after him. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, I think they were really hoping they'd go in at halftime and get this guy settled down and find a rhythm for him. That has not been the case, though. We're here in the second half. He's just 1 for 7 throwing the football and throws another incompletion. You're really scratching your head now if you're the offensive coordinator because you are digging deep into your playbook trying to find a completion for this guy.
The time to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
Fires on the move. He's open on the right. Off and running. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Throwing Russell. He's taking the shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Right back to the well. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. Unloads to the right. Fires it incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running inside, it's Riley. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Russell. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He'll take it on the return. He gets a block. Can they catch him? He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quick release by the QB. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Keeps it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a third and long. Throwing Reed. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. The 20, the 10, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the back. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Tight end now in motion. Reed. Here's a heat. And down he goes. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Yeah, that is a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Looking for a gap. It's Owens. They'll stop him short of the first down. It brings up 4th, but the defense doesn't have any timeouts and can't stop the clock. Now the Tide uses its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. Makes a move. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house, great blocking, and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Coming out with it, it's Rodgers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Fires to the middle. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this could be really huge for this defense, man. You got put in a horrible spot. You can complain, you can whine, if you want to. It ain't going to help nothing. Like, they do a great job being ready for the pass on first down. Now, second down and goal. They've got to bow their necks. They got to find a way to continue to be physical and make some plays here and try to force the field goal.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Hey, how about this defense, man? This could be a big stand. Forcing a third down, your offense just puts you in a bad spot, right? They throw an interception. They set them up in scoring position. Now you forced a third down. Limit the damage right here. Get to the quarterback and maybe make them kick a field goal.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Here's Reed to throw. Lets it fly. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best. On a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Wide receiver going in motion. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. This offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Quick completion on the out. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
And with that last grab coming up just short of the sticks, plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Keelan Russell, quick strike complete. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
On the option. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line, 3rd down, touchdown.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Throwing Russell. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football, but that's a great start to this second half.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Just a little off. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Jet sweep to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Russell from the gun on third down. Pressure coming. He stopped just inches away from the first down, but boy, can he buy time and strike fear into the heart of a defense.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. And he will not get there. How about this